I'm trying to go live on Instagram, but it's not working. I'm interested to know if anybody has a dream to tell me. And oh, it says I'm on Instagram, but I don't really think I am because am I? Am I live on Instagram? How would I know? I think it would say something. Yeah. Well, it says I'm live on Instagram, but I'm not live on Instagram. It says I'm live, but I'm live here on LinkedIn and YouTube. And if you are live, if your stream is public, you'll find it at the top of your feed in Instagram. Well, I don't think so. It's not at the top of my feed. Okay. You are live. Edit. Tell me a dream. Tell me a dream. Tell me a dream. Tell me a dream. How do I go to TikTok live? That's what I really want to do. Okay. I'll figure that out next time around. Next time around. So, who has a dream to tell me? I am the dream doula for women and some men. And I talk about dreams here all day long. I teach about dreams. I teach about the dreams we have when we're awake, the dreams we have when we're going toward a big goal or dream, and the dreams we have at night. And so if you have a dream that you want to share with me that you've had at night that is really kind of confusing you, you're wondering what's what the dream means, I would love to hear. I would love to hear what the dream means to you and how it has affected you. I'm going to go live on TikTok at the same time on a different device. Here we go. TikTok. I would love to hear if you have a dream while I'm going live on TikTok. Live. Going live, looking for something to hold my. So what is up, people? What's up in the world of dreaming? I've got TikTok followers that want to tell me their dreams. And I've got, oh, can I put this in the window and it won't fall off? Maybe. I might drop you. Tell me your dreams, tell me your dreams, tell me your dreams. So we have dreams every night. Each of us dreams for 2 hours. 2 hours. Each of us dreams 2 hours every night. That's what studies on brain activity has shown. We go into the sleep and we go into rapid eye movement sleep, which is when we're dreaming, so they can see our eyes moving well behind our closed eyelids. And they studied that when we're in that state of rapid eye movement, we're dreaming. We go in and out of the dream state 2 or 3 times a night. And most people, when they remember their dreams, they remember the dreams that happen right before they wake up. And you're just like, oh, I was dreaming about something. Last night I had a dream right in the middle of the night, in the middle of my sleeping. So I was way down deep in sleep. And then I thought, oh, I want to write down that dream. I want to remember that dream. And I think I said, hey, S-I-R-I. I'm not going to say it now, so my phone won't wake up and ask me what to do. And then I fell back asleep. So this morning I thought, what was that? What was that dream? I dreamt there was a branch with flowers or leaves on it, and it was burning up. And then it was still there, but the leaves burned up. It wasn't dangerous or scary. I was just observing this thing happen. And then I thought, that's so cool, because I feel like I'm changing and shifting and up-leveling, up-spiraling my life right now. And so obviously some things need to get burned away. So things I used to say yes to, I'm saying no to. Things I used to do out of obligation, cutting those out of my life. So maybe that's what the burning leaves are for that dream. So powerful and interesting if you remember what your dreams are, and you can kind of sift through the messages inside of them. The thing I normally do with dreaming is I write down in my dream journal what day it is, where I am, and what I'm working on in my waking life. Am I in the middle of a project? Am I disagreeing with a person? Am I getting ready to say, no, I'm not going to help you anymore, to something I was obligated to do? I am always noticing that, what's happening in my daytime life, while I'm writing down my dreams. And so then, even if I read that dream a year later or 5 years later, I know what it meant. And as someone shared with me today on TikTok, she dreamt her husband when she was younger, like in high school. Now, in high school, they briefly met, but they didn't start dating until after they were in their 20s. And this dream that she just remembered was she knew he would be her husband, and she knew they would have 2 kids. And now they've been married for 15 years and they have 2 kids. Isn't that cool? But she didn't remember the dream until much, much later. And then it just kind of came back into her consciousness. She was like, yeah, that's right. I dreamed him. I dreamed him. So sometimes your dream messages are a message for something that's going to happen way further in life. Like for her, 6, 7, 8, 9 years later. Pretty cool, huh? So I would love to hear a dream. If anybody has a dream to share with me, I would love to know what it is. Let's see. Cassie Russo says, my partner and I shared a similar dream on our first sleepover together. The dream consisted of this clutter, but we were doing it together. That's cool. So you both, Cassie, if you're still on here, I want to know, you both had the same dream when you first slept with one another, and you were clearing clutter together. And so now you're together, probably doing things like clearing clutter and other things that are more interesting than that. Let me see if I got any other dreams to talk about. That is super cool, Cassie. That is really, really cool. Who has a dream on the TikTok? Let me see. I don't see another dream in there. Yes. Oh, thanks for typing back. That is so cool. I dreamed my last serious partner, I dated him for 15 years. Bless his soul, he's gone over to the other side now. But before we were dating, he was my website designer, and he was just this guy I knew. I didn't ever think of him in a romantic way. But I dreamt he and I were dancing before we started dating. I dreamt he and I were dancing, and in the dream we're dancing, and he's twirling me and dipping me, and I woke up. Wait, in the dream I said, I didn't know you could dance. And he said, of course I can. And later, then I woke up in the dream and I was like, dancing with Dick? What? Why? Why am I doing that? But it turns out we were in a relationship for 15 years, 13 years of dating, and 2 years of living together. Then we split up. The living together didn't work as much as dating did for us. Let me see. I've got a couple of comments in the TikTok. I am super interested to know who has a dream. If you, and invite somebody, it says, don't forget to have people invite their friends to this live. Do you have a dream that you've had over and over and over again? A recurring dream, in other words, that really baffles you? Those are the kind that I love to unpack for people. Also, nightmares. It's my belief that when we have nightmares or really bright, loud, maybe scary dreams, they're the ones that are important. And this is why we remember them without even trying to. So you probably had a dream that you've had over and over and over again, and you're still pondering what it means. I would love to figure out one of those for somebody. So tell me a dream. Tell me a dream. I don't see any TikTokers telling me a dream today. Some have on my posts. I'll share a couple dreams that were kind of cool to listen to recently. I know a woman who dreamt that she woke up and in her bedroom there were 3 alligators swimming around. So in the dream, she's waking up in her bed and she's thinking, how am I going to get out of bed? The alligators are swimming around my room and I can't get to the door. I can't get out of bed. They're going to bite me. And then she wakes up from this dream and she's in her bed, but obviously there are not alligators swimming around in her room. She's just in her room. And she thought, that's weird. There were 3 alligators. I see this woman a month later, and I say to her something about the alligator dreams. I was going to weave it into a story I was telling in a public setting. I was doing a 5-minute talk and asked her permission. Wouldn't tell her name, but I want to share the alligator dream. And she said, sure. And so I tell the dream. There's 3 alligators, blah, blah, blah. And after the talk, she says, holy cow, I forgot there were 3. And she shares with me that she had just written an angry letter to her landlord, calling him a crocodile in the letter. I said, what? You called him a crocodile. Did you mail it? No. She didn't mail the letter. But she was really mad at this guy. And then I said, you know, there were 3 alligators in your dream. And she's like, 3. She punches her husband in the arm and says, look, there were 3. So that obviously meant something to her. And I've got an alligator dream, Brittany. There was an alligator and a serpent. Ooh, 2 alligators and a serpent. So I asked this woman, and this resonated for her, the other alligator dreamer. I said, is there something between you and where you want to be, where you want to go in life, that is menacing or frightening, or that might bite you or harm you or menace you in some way? And she's like, yeah. So for my friend here and her crocodile landlord, it was her landlord and 2 other people that were stopping her from where she wanted to go, probably in her job and where she lived. So for you, Brittany, you dreamt of an alligator and you dreamt of a serpent. Both of those, if you think about them in the dreamscape, are frightening animals that might harm you, right? So is there something? Are there 2 somethings or 3 somethings between you and where you would love to go? Between you and where you would love to go, that is stopping you from going there. That might be the dream message. And Just to be clear, it may or may not be the dream message. You, you, you are the only one who knows what your dream means. You can go to a therapist and maybe they'll tell you what they think. You can ask me and maybe I'll ask you the question that unlocks your dream. But when someone says to me, what do you think this means, Dee? And I always say, I don't know. It's your dream. It's your dream. You know what it means. It's your higher self telling you something in a message while you're sleeping. NM8407 says, I repeatedly dream that I'm back in high school and I need another class to graduate. I'm 40. Welcome to the world. A lot of people dream this. You're back in high school, you're back in college. You maybe are unprepared. For you, you need one more class to graduate. That's a really great message, because what is it that you need one more class for, so to speak, in life to graduate? Maybe it's not a class in a college. Maybe it's understanding something in a deep level so you can go to the next level of living your life. Unlocking, living your beautiful life. One more class. That's pretty good. One more class, although you have already graduated in real life. The dreamscape is telling you you just need one more class. And as we live and grow and do things, the dreamscape of going to class, or the dreamscape of going to school, or the dream reality of sitting with a mentor and having them tell us things, is the way we can learn things at night. So I would encourage you in M8407, if you can remember you're in a dream and you have that dream again, you're like, oh, damn, I'm having the same dream. I'm back in high school. What am I learning? Like, see if you can shift into the lucidity of the dream, knowing you're in the dream. See if you can say to the teacher, what's this class about? Or look around and see what the pages are that you're studying. Sometimes I'm in a dream and I'm actually reading a book. I've read books, I've listened to songs, I've created paintings, and I've read about chemical formulas in dreamland. Now, I'm not a chemist, so when I wake up, I'm like, I don't have any idea what that chemical formula means. If I could have remembered it, maybe I could have written it down and asked somebody, and it would have been an answer to a question I was pondering in life. Because I've gone to sleep before and said, what should I do about this or that? And then the dream message is the answer to that. And sometimes it's a line from a song I don't even know. Like, I'll be hearing the song looping in my head. I'll wake up and I'm like, da 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 da. What is that song? And then one day I actually called a friend and I said, I dreamt this song, but I don't know what it is. And she said, my husband is the human jukebox. Like, sing some of the song and send it to us. He'll tell you what the song is. I'm like, okay. So it was early in the morning. I'm singing, but I'm singing off tune. And like, what's playing in my head is not what's coming out of my mouth. So I got my guitar out and I plucked it out on my guitar, the song I was listening to in my head. And then I sent them the recording. And a half an hour later, he calls me back and tells me what the song is. And the lyrics in the song were the answer to my conundrum. I can't even understand how that works. It's so freaking crazy. Okay, I got some more dreams. I'm always protecting children in my dream. So I'm not sure if I know them in the astral world. Maybe. But maybe Brittany, maybe you're protecting your own childlike self in your dream. The child parts of you. Maybe they're real children that you see in dreamland. I don't know. Yeah. I became disabled 10 years ago and I never dreamt I can't walk. I'm always walking in my dreams. Oh, I have heard that too. I've heard that from multiple people that they are maybe they're paralyzed and they need to use a wheelchair, but in the dream land, they're running, walking, swimming, doing all the things that they used to be able to do before their body became differently abled. So have fun in dreamland, Jan. Have fun in there while you're living in your perfect body. That is so cool. That's so very cool. I was floating and helping a child, protecting him. I love the part of dreaming where you might be flying, or you might be walking through a wall, or you might be slaying a demon. Some people dream that really frightening images are trying to kill them or harm them. But if you become lucid in the dream, you can turn around and say, why are you chasing me? What is your message? Or, you know, something or something in dreamland is trying to kill you, you can kill them. I've killed a lot of people in dreamland. Some of them were boyfriends in real life. I'll tell one more story and then I'll close this live. I had a guy that I was with for many years and it wasn't going well. And I kept dreaming that I was killing him. I was killing him. One dream, I killed him with a rock, hit him on his head. One dream, I stabbed him with a knife in his heart. And in one dream, I reached into his neck and I pulled out his jugular vein. I don't even think you could do that. But in dreamland, that's how I killed him. And, you know, if you have a dream about something 3 times, it's kind of like having an intuition about something 3 times. It's like, hello, 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 pay attention. So when I got the 3rd dream, I was killing him. I thought, okay, I think it's time to break up. And so we did. Wasn't an easy breakup. I had to get friends to come change the locks and threaten to move him out onto the street and all of that stuff. But would that mean ego death? Maybe. Maybe it just means that you want to kill something that's happening, not actually the person, right? You just want to kill the situation. Because here's the thing about it's an alligator, it's not an alligator. It's a menacing force. It's a scary monster chasing you. It's not a monster chasing you. Like, what is chasing you when you're awake? What are you running from? What are you not paying attention to that's trying to get your attention? The dreamscape is so interesting and so cool. Okay, I really love you all. I love you all. Thank you for being here. And I will come live again and we'll talk about dreams. So between now and then, if you have a dream that you want to understand a little bit more, or if you have a big dream in life and you want to find me for one of my coaching programs, I can help you. And I am happy and excited to talk about dreams all day long. Thanks, everybody, and bye for now. And in this world, thanks for watching me in LinkedIn and YouTube, and maybe on Instagram, but probably not because that click didn't work. All right. Bye, everybody.